The incident took place on October 6, 2019, at Arroyo's great-uncle's home in Fall River, Massachusetts. The tension in the household had been building for days, and when Arroyo's great-uncle, who was planning a trip to New York, was delayed due to car problems, it pushed Arroyo to a breaking point. Frustrated and agitated, she chose to take out her anger on Anna. Arroyo, who had been living in the house with Anna and her grandson, waited until the house was quiet and then attacked Anna while she lay in bed. Using a knife, she stabbed the elderly woman 70 times.
But now I'm trophied up, I'm saying like,
bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
the type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand. The type of skits I'm on you wouldn't understand. Big dog status, I do not hold your hand. Bro, I will not. Never had an ass whooping until he opened up that can. Bam. Yeah, that type of skits I'm on you wouldn't understand. Yeah. W, I hope they go, yeah. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, KD, and I'm back with another video. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all miss me, bro. I miss y'all too. Look, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all go check out my gaming channel, KD Game. I'm gonna leave it right here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dropped my first video yet, but look, I promise y'all, let me go and make a very, very deep promise, and I mind to you, to my supporters, you know what I'm saying, to myself. Soon I get this PC game, it's over with. I'm going, man, check the stats on me. Progress after progress after progress. Videos getting better, editing getting better, thumbnails getting better. Come on, man, all I need is the PC. Soon I get this PC, bro. Soon I get that PC, bro. I'm telling y'all, I'm not playing. Bro, it's over with. No doubt. I ain't gonna lie. But look, I'm gonna get ready. Here you go. Had to go and record that good intro. You know what I'm saying? Dang, y'all, my AirPods probably finally died. Shit, yeah, these bitches ain't dead. They finna come from the day. All right, cool, everything right, my bad. It only took me 2 minutes to get everything right. But look, we got the most feared kids in U.S. prison. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if this copyright or not, but I promise I wish y'all could see this thumbnail. The thumbnail go crazy, so I clicked on the video, W thumbnail. So, we finna see what these kids talking about, man, what type of heinous crime they done pulled off, bro. I'm finna stop all that talking. Finna get into the video. You already know what's going on by now. Video for the start right now.
After murdering somebody.
Whoa! Don't put that on the camera.
It might seem logical to assume that only adults are capable of committing heinous crimes, but children can be equally susceptible to acts that shock and horrify. From a young murderer taunting a victim's family in court, to a killer couple boasting about their recent crime on YouTube, or even two brothers murdering their family members for internet fame, these young offenders have left an indelible mark. In this video, we'll explore some of the most disturbing cases of young criminals in U.S. prisons, detailing the shocking and tragic crimes that shocked the nation. We've got everything from Savona's most infamous kid to the horrifying case that shocked Jacksonville, so stay tuned. Number 9. Eric Smith, the young killer from Savona. Eric Smith's story became one of the most infamous cases in U.S. history, captivating the nation in 1993. On the morning of August 2nd, a seemingly normal day in Savona, New York, would forever be marred by an unthinkable tragedy. 13-year-old Eric Smith encountered 4-year-old Derek Roby, who was on his way to a local summer camp. Eric, with a sinister motive, convinced Derek to follow him to a nearby wooded area, claiming it was a shortcut. Once they were alone, Eric brutally attacked Derek, first strangling him to unconsciousness, then smashing a rock onto his head, and finally pouring Kool-Aid from Derek's lunchbox into his open wounds. Derek's mother, Doreen Roby, was devastated.
Gang, we on 1 minute into the video. I know I can't pause this much, but damn, if we finna be seeing shit like this, you definitely finna need a sun chip. I advise you to take a sun chip. It's early, bright and early.
When her son did not arrive at camp as expected. As the hours passed, a search began, only for Derek's body to be found in the woods later that day, not far from the park. The town of Savona was gripped with fear, unsure of who could have committed such a horrific crime. The shock was compounded when, just a week later, Eric Smith confessed to his mother that he had killed Derek. He was arrested, tried as an adult, and became the youngest person ever to stand trial for murder in New York State at the time, despite no physical abnormalities being found in Eric's brain function or hormone levels. It became clear that his social struggles, including years of bullying and isolation, may have contributed to his violent outburst. In 1994, he was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to the maximum term for juvenile offenders, 9 years to life in prison. Eric Smith spent nearly 30 years behind bars, with his parole repeatedly denied. Despite his lengthy incarceration, Smith participated in rehabilitation programs and repeatedly expressed remorse for his actions. After several parole hearings, Eric Smith was finally granted parole in 2021 and released from prison, though his case continues to be a controversial subject. Number 8.
He look just the same too. He look exactly
Joshua
the
Phillips,
same.
the crime that shocked Jacksonville. Joshua Phillips's case is a grim reminder of how a young life can spiral into tragedy. Convicted of first-degree murder at just 15 years old, Phillips's crime shocked Jacksonville, Florida, in 1998. It began on November 3rd, when 8-year-old Maddie Clifton went missing from her neighborhood. She had been playing outside, but when her mother went to check on her, Maddie was nowhere to be found. Her disappearance set off a massive community search, with volunteers and search parties combing the area for any sign of her. Joshua Phillips, then 14, was even involved in the search efforts, showing no signs of the crime he had already committed. It wasn't until November 10th that Maddie's body was discovered, hidden under Joshua's bed. His mother had noticed a wet spot on the floor of his room, and upon further inspection, found Maddie's body hidden there. The shock was immediate, and Phillips was arrested shortly after. Later, he confessed to the murder, detailing the horrific events that led to the child's death. On that fateful day, Phillips had been playing baseball with Maddie, despite his parents being away. According to Phillips, he accidentally hit Maddie in the eye with the ball, causing a painful injury. Fearing the consequences of his father's strict alcoholic behavior, Phillips panicked and tried to silence Maddie by hitting her with a baseball bat. When that failed to stop her cries, he escalated the violence stabbing her multiple times with a knife and ultimately killing her. He then attempted to hide the body, even using air fresheners to mask the smell as it began to decompose. Phillips was charged as an adult and sentenced to life without parole, avoiding the death penalty due to his age. This tragic crime, committed by a young boy, left the community in disbelief. Now in his 40s, Joshua Phillips remains incarcerated at the Cross City Correctional Institution, serving out a life sentence for the brutal murder of Maddie Clifton. His case remains a sobering reminder of the darkness that can sometimes take hold of young minds. Number 7. Bever Brothers, the deadliest crime in Broken Arrow. The Bever Brothers case stands as one of the most chilling acts of mass murder in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. On July 22, 2015, Robert, 18, and Michael, 16, executed a violent plan to murder their family members in their home. Their motive was driven by an insatiable desire for fame and notoriety. According to Detective Rihanna Russell, the brothers aimed to kill at least 50 people, desperate for media coverage and a Wikipedia page. They had carefully planned the massacre, amassing a collection of knives for the brutal task. The horrifying night began when Michael lured his sister into a bedroom under the guise of showing her something on the computer. Once inside, Robert ambushed her, slashing her throat and stabbing her multiple times. Their mother, April, was then brutally attacked by Robert, who inflicted at least 48 knife wounds, killing her instantly. The brothers continued their rampage, attacking their father, David, who endured 28 stabbings and blunt force trauma, and their 7-year-old brother, Christopher, who suffered 6 stab wounds. Their 18-year-old sister, Victoria, was next, stabbed 18 times in the neck, chest, and arms. In the midst of the chaos, Daniel, just 12 years old, managed to lock himself in a room and call 911. But Michael tricked him into opening the door, pretending to be a victim. Once inside, the brothers stabbed Daniel 9 times. Despite the brutal attack, Daniel's quick thinking played a crucial role in saving his 2 younger sisters, Autumn, 2, and Crystal, 13. The brothers fled the scene, but police soon tracked them down with the help of a canine unit, locating them in a wooded area nearby. Crystal Bever, a survivor of the attack, identified her brothers as the perpetrators. Robert and Michael were charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of assault with intent to kill. They both pled not guilty, but in 2016 and 2018, they were convicted on all charges. Robert received a life sentence without parole, while Michael, due to his age, was...
I choose violence every day.
The investigation begins.
My friends are incapable of murder. They're my family. I would do anything for them.
Walking up,
Didn't
slashing
kill.
motherfuckers.
Everyone is dying to know
Got anything you want to get off your chest?
who did it.
Gary's got a lot of enemies. Could be anybody. I don't know what to believe.
None of us did it.
sentenced to life with the possibility of parole, though his release is highly unlikely. Number 6. Heavenly Arroyo, a teenage murderer's cold heart. In a tragic case of teenage violence, Heavenly Arroyo, a 15-year-old girl, ended the life of 68-year-old Ana Vasquez Rodriguez in a brutal and shocking manner. The incident took place on October 6, 2019, at Arroyo's great-uncle's home in Fall River, Massachusetts. The tension in the household had been building for days, and when Arroyo's great-uncle, who was planning a trip to New York, was delayed due to car problems, it pushed Arroyo to a breaking point. Frustrated and agitated, she chose to take out her anger on Ana. Arroyo, who had been living in the house with Ana and her grandson, waited until the house was quiet and then attacked Ana while she lay in bed. Using a knife, she stabbed the elderly woman 70 times. The only other person in the house at the time was Ana's grandson, who was playing video games in another room, unaware of the horrific crime taking place just a few feet away. After the murder, Arroyo calmly took a shower, discarded her blood-stained clothes in a nearby dumpster, and then tried to cover up her crime by claiming that a masked man had entered the house and killed Ana. Her story began to unravel when security footage from the Fall River Housing Authority showed her disposing of the clothes, contradicting her earlier statement. Once arrested, Arroyo's demeanor shifted dramatically. In a court appearance, she shockingly smiled and flipped her hair, showing no remorse for her actions. In 2023, Arroyo, now 18, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in Fall River Superior Court. Judge Renee Dupuis sentenced her to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 19 years. Number 5.
Ain't no way.
Sierra Halseth, a teenager's murderous plot with her boyfriend. In a disturbing case of teenage rebellion and murder, 16-year-old Sierra Halseth and her 18-year-old boyfriend, Aaron Guerrero, executed a gruesome and calculated murder. The victim was Sierra's father, Daniel Halseth, who had been involved in a contentious custody battle with Sierra's mother, Elizabeth Helgelian. Sierra and Aaron's relationship was short-lived but filled with tension, and when their parents found out they planned to run away to Los Angeles, their relationship ended. On April 8, 2021, the young couple purchased a circular saw blades, bleach, lighter fluid, gloves, and a drop cloth, preparing for the murder. The next day, Daniel Halseth's mutilated body was discovered in his garage. The autopsy revealed he had suffered over 70 stab wounds to his head, neck, and torso. In an attempt to hide their crime, the couple stuffed his remains into a sleeping bag and set them on fire, leaving his body unrecognizable. After the murder, Sierra and Aaron recorded a video for YouTube, where Aaron announced they were free and enjoying their new life. However, their run from justice was short-lived. Authorities apprehended them in Salt Lake City shortly after the video went public. On May 26, 2022, Sierra and Aaron pled guilty to multiple charges, including murder, arson, and robbery. Both were sentenced to 22 years to life in prison with the possibility of parole. At their sentencing, Sierra did not express any remorse, while Aaron offered an apology. Their shocking crime and complete lack of regret shocked everyone. Time for the fancy topic. In a shocking and unsettling turn of events, a young boy named...
On that case, I'm gonna end it right there. That's the thumbnail of the video. This picture right here funny. This is a funny picture. But bro, yeah, I'm ending that right there, bro. I ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think I'm gonna do a part 2 to that junk. I don't think I'm gonna do a part of that junk. This junk right here too brutal.